Hi. Hello. I know you haven't seen me in a while, but here I am. Hi. I just thought I could make a little appearance. I hope everyone is doing well. And yeah, I just feel the need to talk. And I think that this is something that maybe someone else can also learn from how I've been feeling lately. Okay, let me talk. Let me start talking. So, I decided to make this video because I've been thinking so much about my life lately. As I always do, honestly. I'm always thinking about my life. I'm always trying to reflect on things, and I always have that time for myself to always think about these things. And this is just another one that I think I should share because I'm sure that I'm not the only one who feels this way, and I'm sure that this thought has probably crossed your mind at some time, and I hope this helps you in some way. Lately, I've been complaining a lot. I don't like the type of person that complains a lot. I'm not that type of person. Yeah, I've been complaining. I've been complaining, and I don't like that. It's one thing to actually express your feelings, and let's say you're going through something and you want to talk about it with a friend, do so. And I'll be open to listen, of course. I'm not saying you shouldn't do that because sometimes that helps you to like make you see things clearly as soon as you say things out loud. But I mean complain of things that don't even need to be complained of. That's what has been happening to me lately, and I know that's not me. That's not me. And I don't like that. So, yeah. I decided to make this video because I want you to maybe listen to what I have to say and see if it applies also to your life. I feel like I like talking in general, especially about topics like this. So, I hope it helps someone and I hope it helps me in the future. If I ever need to rewatch this video, then I will. Then, hi, Barbar from the future. I hope you do get back to who you truly are because complaining and complainer is not you and it will never be you. I'm the type of person that a lot of people do tell me that I am a very positive person because I am. And I had to learn to be. I wasn't always so positive, and it's an exercise to see things in a positive way. And if you've been through things, then you know it's not easy. I'm not saying it's easy, and I'm not saying that it's something that is going to happen to you today. That's not it. That's not what this video is about. This video is about me realizing how much of a complainer I am. Now, when I look into things right now, to my life right now, there's so many things that happen and that are happening that are very recent, even that I have every reason to be grateful for. And it's not that I'm not grateful, I am, because I appreciate the things that are happening to me right now. But it's as if I'm always trying to find something negative in the positive that's happening to me. And I'm not doing that on purpose. I'm not. Like I said, gratitude and positivity is an exercise, but I really feel the need to be more grateful for my life. I remember I was having a similar conversations with my friends over this weekend. We went to a concert, like a Black Coffee music festival and all that. And I remember we were just thinking, like it was the day before, how we were just randomly going out, eating in a random restaurant, and we were just thinking, you know what, this is our life. We're here existing. We have a party to go to tomorrow. We're here eating and just enjoying a random weekend out of our lives. And it felt unreal even though it was real. It was my life. It was what I was going through in that moment. It just felt like something to be grateful for. And I'm saying this with a party or with going out, and maybe it might sound a bit superficial, but it's not because if you really think about things, there's so many people who probably want to be in this position. And even though I am in this position, I don't have to like overlook that. I don't have to think, oh, this is just like another weekend. No, it's a good weekend. And life is so unpredictable that it can change overnight. So why not be grateful for that one weekend, that one moment? And it's not about the weekend, but it's about life in general. Lately, I've seen myself going through things that are in theory positive in my life. I have so many good things happening right now, so many good things happening right now. But somehow, because I got so used to complaining, so used to being in such a low moments in my life, I still have that mentality of like, oh, but this is happening, but then that is happening, then that bad thing, that one little thing from the overall picture of my life is happening. But at the end of the day, I just be like, wow. At the end of the day, I'm just thinking, what? Why am I complaining? Why am I complaining over something that I begged so much for and now I have? We have so many things to be grateful for. We have to practice gratitude because the more we practice gratitude, the more we see more of that. It's like the reticular activating system. I feel like everyone knows that at this point because it's so talked about online, but it's true. And it's something that I've seen for myself. Whenever I see things in a more positive light, more positivity comes to me, not because it wasn't there before, because I just wasn't paying attention to it. I was paying attention to the bad things. I was just looking at all the things that could go wrong, but then in reality, you're the one who decides what to see. It's gonna be there. Good or bad is gonna be there. But if in those bad moments you can look at yourself and think, you know what, this is just one moment and it's not my life and it will get better. This is not to say that some people are actually going through things that are very, very, very bad. And I'm not gonna understand anyone else's pain, and no one else would also understand my pain. I know that right now I'm very privileged to even talk about this moment, and it's something that I really, really have had multiple conversations with my friends about how I was going through something in my life, but I know that I'm still very privileged to even go through things and have something to fall back to, which I'm very grateful for. Very, very, very grateful for. Something that I'll never overlook, but I understand that not everyone has that. Unfortunately, not everyone has that. And I hope you understand that maybe you do have something in your life that is also like that. Then maybe you don't understand and how deeply you should be grateful for that thing because it's just your life and it's so normal. No, you know? It's not. That's someone else's dream. That was your dream maybe a few years ago and now it's your reality, but you forget that. You forget that you've been dreaming about this. So when you actually have that thing that you've been dreaming of, suddenly it just becomes normal. It becomes like you're just looking for the next thing to be fighting for, and you will never escape the reality of you being so negative with yourself if you don't realize that everything you have right now is everything you've wanted years ago. And now that you finally have it, you're not taking time to appreciate that moment. And this is something that has been happening to me lately, and I do recognize that. I recognize that things could be a lot worse, and they're not. And that's good. I'm not saying everything's perfect because it's not. And I have my reasons to feel this way, to be in this mindset of negativity. I have a reason to be there, but I don't need to actually be there. If I change my perspective on things, things really do get better. And that's something that I've seen before in my life and that I want to see again because I know it's possible. I know it's possible, and I know it's possible because probably you have gone through something in your life that now you just laugh about it. Anyways, I think we should practice more gratitude and stop complaining about things because life could be so much worse. It could be so much worse. And sometimes the things that are happening right now may feel like it's just there to bring us down and it's not us and everything. And probably might not be you, you know? But sometimes that's what makes you realize what will be you. You might be going through something, let's say you're in a career that you don't like and you're like crying every day at work. What if that is what pushes you to actually take the step towards your dreams and towards what you truly want in your life? I'm just saying. And this is more of a message for myself. I just thought of making this video because I did like this in a vertical format. And I'm going to post on TikTok or Instagram, I don't know, or even here on the shorts. But life is good. And we need to actually look at how good life can be. things can be good. The more we see, the more we pay attention, the more we focus on the good, the more good it comes. Not because it wasn't there, like I always said. It's just that we weren't paying attention. And we need to start paying attention to that, babes. We do. I'm so happy for my life, to be honest. Like right now, I'm having this moment where I'm just like in flow state and talking about this because I truly feel this deeply into my life. I am so grateful for my life. I'm so grateful for my life right now. And it's so easy to overlook and look for the next best thing, but this is the best thing, you know? You're already living in it, living in the best thing. There will be more best things to come, but realize that right now is also the best thing. Things could be so much worse, so much. We could be but you're not. You're here. That's already enough reason to be grateful for your life, you know? You're breathing, you're walking, you have food, you have a roof, you're looking at this video through a phone or through a computer, I don't know, whatever you have. The fact that you can even see this, it's amazing. The fact that you're in peace, you have time to even look at this, it's already amazing. And we have to really notice that. Anyways, I don't want to make this long because I think you understood my message, and I hope this makes you realize how important it is to look at things in a more positive light. I'm not saying it's easy. It takes time, it takes practice, and it's something that I'll be practicing myself. One thing I used to do a lot is I used to journal so much. I used to more than I do right now. And it was always around gratitude. I would always write something like a page, even if I want to complain, I would be complaining the whole page. And then at the end of the page, I would try to do affirmations about those things to like counteract what I just wrote about. And on a good note, I would always do that. And over time, it actually worked. Over time, it became my way of believing and looking at life. It became my normal way of thinking. And I used to do that with singing as well. I have a song, not exactly a song, but I always sing, good things are always happening to me. Good things are always happening to me. That's a song that I sing whenever something good happens to me. And I think that's also a good habit to like just create the chant for yourself, you know, just talk to yourself and be like, you know what, I'm so grateful this happened to me. I'm so happy because, yeah, we should be more grateful to that for things. Right now, maybe I'm having this habit of complaining and not really looking at things for how beautiful they are. But I'm gonna change that. And I hope you change that too. You know, like let's stop complaining. What even is this? You know, like what even is I don't even know what this video is. It's just me talking and rambling, but it's true. It's just me talking to myself like I always do, and I hope you get something out of it, you know? Realize that your normal daily life is already something very beautiful and already something that you should be grateful for because I'm pretty sure you have a good life more than what you think you have. There are certain situations which are bad, and I'm not trying to like diminish anything. I'm not trying to make you feel like you shouldn't feel this way because I also have my reasons to be complaining. I have my reasons to be feeling sad because I know what I'm going through. But at the end of the day, there's so many beautiful things in my life. I have health. I have a roof over my head. I have food on the table. I have life. And that is already beautiful enough for me to be grateful for. Yeah. I hope you loved this video. I don't know what this was, and my name is Barbara. I didn't say that in the beginning. If you don't know me, if you do want to know me, follow because I do want to create more videos like this, just me talking, because I feel like it's easier for me. I can just talk all day. So, yeah, bye. I love you, and I hope you love yourself more and more each day. And you practice that because it's not something that comes naturally sometimes. And I understand. But you can. You can. I know you can. I know you will look back at this and be like, you know what? I love myself now. And I'm grateful for that. So, yeah. Love you. Bye. So many things have happened in my life lately, and if I told you that I have so many videos, So many videos filmed, but none of them are edited or none of them are uploaded. You would think I'm lying, but it's true. It is true.